Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 190 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I'm glad you're here. I hope this episode finds you happy and healthy and enjoying life the best way you know how. If you're listening to this as I put it out, it's a holiday season in America, which can be a very difficult time for some and a very joyous time for others. But I think for most, it's probably a combination. Now, for me, it's a combination, but mainly it's joyous by choice. You see, some of my family, they don't celebrate holidays at all. So we would always get together on the day after Thanksgiving, and my mom would cook a big dinner for our whole family and all the kids. There are 5 of us and 4 grandkids. So it was a full house, and I look forward to it every year because it was the only time really that we would all get together. So it was really a lot of fun. But we haven't been doing that for several years now. I mean, up until this year, I kind of kept expecting for us to go back to that day after Thanksgiving tradition, which I love so much. But my expectations this year was the acceptance that that would not be the case. So I've just spent the whole time planning for the day that I will have, which is a wonderful day with my husband, his sister, and her guy. And I'll set the table beautifully, and we'll just enjoy a beautiful day, knowing that we're blessed to be here and we have so much to be thankful for. Now, I would not be being honest with you if I said I didn't care that we aren't getting together as a whole family for the day after Thanksgiving, but I don't control that. So I've decided to also hold space for a little bit of sadness that tradition is no longer a thing. So I've chosen to be happy and recognize that I feel a sadness when I think about that old tradition. And I'm okay with that. Now, I'm not denying my feelings or pushing them away. I'm respecting those feelings of sadness because to me they're valid. But I also know that change is part of life, and how we deal with change dictates how happy we're ultimately going to be. So I don't dwell on the sadness. When I feel it creeping into my awareness, I notice it and I give it space for a moment. But then I move forward to better thoughts, the thoughts that will serve me instead of crippling me. And I know, because I've heard this again and again, that so many people are missing the ones that are no longer with us. And of course, that's always going to be the case. But is there a way we can miss them and have a wonderful holiday? Can we miss them and still feel happy? That's our choice, right? And we're going to miss them, of course. But we get to decide if we're going to miss them and feel happy, or if we're going to miss them and dwell on it so much that it makes us miss out on the moment right in front of us. I think about this when I think about my grandparents as well. I miss them, and at the same time, I'm enjoying the people that are here today. Kind of like that Maroon 5 song, cheers to the ones here today and cheers to the ones that we've lost along the way. We can do that. We can love and enjoy the ones that we're with, and we can honor and hold space for the ones that we've lost along the way. So we can choose what we focus on in the present moment. I could be sad all day on Thanksgiving because of the thoughts I'm choosing. If I choose to ruminate on not seeing my family on the day after Thanksgiving, well, then I'm robbing myself and the people that are present with me of the joy and happiness of the moment. And the worst thing is, it won't change anything for the day after Thanksgiving. So I'm just sort of hitting myself in the face. Well, I'm done hitting myself in the face with thoughts that aren't serving me. I'm going to hold space for the feelings of loss, and I'm going to enjoy my Thanksgiving day. Our expectations and our thoughts dictate our happiness, no matter what time of year it is. So when our expectations are met, we're generally happy. But when they aren't, well, we have to decide what that means. And that's why we have to be really careful of our expectations too. And you probably already know what things might trip you up or cause you irritation this holiday season, or at any time during the year, really. We usually know, right? Uncle Frank is going to say his same silly jokes that no one gets. Aunt Linda is probably going to ask why you still don't have kids, and maybe Grandma isn't with us for the first time this year. And I know that's hard, missing the ones that are no longer with us. I miss my grandparents, but here's the thing. I'm going to miss my grandparents, but I'm not going to ruin my present day because of it. That's my choice, and you can make that choice too. Decide in advance that you can have a good time and you can miss the people that aren't there. And by the people that aren't there, it doesn't always mean that they've passed. Maybe they're not there for other reasons too. You can also decide in advance that you're going to be endeared by Uncle Frank's silly jokes instead of annoyed. Make a game of it. There's always going to be change. There's only one constant in your life, and that's you and the thoughts in your head, which you control. You're okay as long as you think you're okay. If your thoughts are constantly beating you up for whatever reason, get out ahead of them. So what if you burn the rolls? So what if you forget the cranberry sauce or the turkey's a little dry? It's one meal, and everybody will be laughing about it next week anyway. Just decide in advance, no matter what comes up, that you're going to be okay. The turkey was dry, and we still had a fabulous meal. The kids were fighting, and it was still a wonderful day. Of course, I missed that person being there, and I had an awesome time with the friends and family that were there. And this next one's a big one right now, I think. I believe different things, and I still love them. Just remember, every family has their drama. No family is exempt. Sometimes we want our family to match up with the idea of how we think family should be, which basically means you want them to change so you feel better. What you really want, though, is to feel better without needing anything external to change. That's true empowerment. When you realize that you are loved and worthy without needing anyone or anything else to change. That's my wish for you and for me, that we know that deep in our core, because it's true. Someone can be withholding their attention from you, and you're still worthy and loved. Be sure to share this episode with 2 people. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.